I'm awfully negative on this channel for good reason. That's kind of the nature of the channel. I criticize things, I'm very opinionated, yada yada, there's millions of channels like me. But I wanted to give credit to where credit is due, because COD World War II did something very, very important, and they need to do this going forward with all Call of Duty games. So my problem is never really with supply drops, or loot, or in-game currency. It's never been my issue. My problem is always the implementation. It's honestly just intellectually dishonest to blame games' failures on microtransactions as a whole. Like, no, the way they implement them is what matters. I don't think, for instance, Infinite Warfare was harmed by the fact that it had supply drops because the endgame content, the post-launch content, was not hidden away in them forever. I'm not saying there wasn't some things that were supply drop only, but I don't have to tell you guys how Infinite Warfare dealt with post-launch content. If you played it, you know it was an extremely well done thing to do. That was kind of a clunky sentence, but think about Black Ops 3. I think Black Ops 3 is an extremely solid game. But I think it was ruined by the fact that all of the post-launch endgame content was supply drops. I'm sorry if you think the reskin maps or making the first DLC free for a little bit makes up for that. I don't think it fucking does. When people have to gamble for endgame post-launch content constantly, they start to feel like they're not valued as a consumer, as a customer, and that has to be respected. You can have a good game with a shitty supply drop system, or you can have a great supply drop system in a shitty game. It's more nuanced than microtransactions ruin things. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about, you guys can attribute your credit to Activision or Sledgehammer. I know it always shifts, like when a good thing happens, the developer won. When a bad thing happens, ooh, the evil publisher. In truth, I think it's more likely that they work together and they find out what will make the most money and take the least amount of work. So I will just refer to it as COD World War II, and then you can apply whatever bias you have, saying it was Activision or Sledgehammer or whatever. Either way, there was a contract in COD World War II to get one of the new guns, the Itira, I don't remember how to say it. A subscriber told me last night and I have already forgotten. The thing is, it's a 4-round burst rifle. Apparently there was like a prototype back in the day. I don't know, you guys can argue about the history of it. I don't really care. I want more guns. And I don't think they care too much about historical accuracy in COD World War II's multiplayer, and maybe that's for the best, for the worst, I don't know, different video. There was a challenge to unlock that gun, okay? I read on Twitter that there was a new contract that allowed you to unlock it, and I'm thinking it's gonna be like 500 kills, 300 kills, 80 headshots. Nope, I had to get 30 rifle kills. Ooh, how macabre. No, but seriously, 30 rifle kills. That's all I needed. And then I got a whole new gun to play with, and one that is interesting too. A 4-round burst gun in a World War II game is weird. It kind of reminds me of the fact that, you know, Battlefield 1 has that burst SMG prototype thing. And the whole time, I was just grinning while I was playing. There's something so much more satisfying about a match when you know you're gonna get something. It's not a gamble. It's not this long, fruitless grind. I had a solid match. It's not even the best. You're watching it here. I won't even show all of it. It's not that impressive, but by the end of it, I had a brand new gun to play with. What the hell? Just do that. Just stick with this shit. This is good. This is the good shit. This is the shit that makes Boom eat his words. That's the shit you gotta do. If you, as a company, make me mad, you're probably doing something distasteful. So, if you make me happy, that's a good thing. I speak for a lot of people when I say we do not like the fact that you guys are totally fine with taking all of the time and work required to make whole new guns for your game, but then go out of your way to make it so difficult that most people don't even get 40% of them. Whether it is Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Activision, Raven Software, or the companies that Activision works with, I don't care. The outcome is the same. You have games that have guns that you cannot get, and that is becoming the norm. Here's a bunch of things you may never earn. That should not be the norm. Making things obtainable and easy should be their #1 goal. And even if it's not easy, allow me to directly work towards it. If you said get 500 kills, okay? 500 fucking kills for one gun, at least I know that every kill is leading me towards something. When you give players something of value, it shows that you value your players. And thank you so much, whoever made this decision to put this gun at a reasonable challenge. You could have made this 100 rifle kills and I would have gone for it, but the fact that it was 30, it was like one match you get a new gun. One good match you get a new gun. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. The only people that don't like this kind of thing in COD World War II are the people that for some reason think that any sort of post-launch weapon is a bad idea. And that's not true. It's all a matter of the implementation. And this was the correct implementation. You're using your contract and supply drop and weapon system for good instead of annoying. I'm not gonna say evil because you're just a fucking company. So all you can do is make me happy or annoy me. You're not evil, Activision, Sledgehammer, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, you're not evil. But neither are we, so don't punish us as if we were. Give us things. So thank you to COD World War II. Thank you guys for watching this video. A ray of positivity soaked in disdain for the days of old and what might happen later in the future with Black Ops 4. Who knows what will happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you when I see you. Goodbye.